Following Sariputta. The cessation of perception and feeling. Ever chase something so hard that you eventually realize the chase itself was the problem? That's exactly what happened to Sariputta. Yes, the Buddha's chief disciple, the genius of analysis, on his 9th and final attempt at awakening. And the twist? His breakthrough wasn't about attaining the most exotic state imaginable. It was about watching that state collapse and realizing why its collapse mattered. Let's dive in. Sariputta had already done the impossible 8 times in a row. He had meditated through every refined layer of consciousness, peeling back perception until it barely whispered, watching feeling shrink to the faintest flicker. And crucially, he didn't cling to any of it. He didn't label any passing mental event as I, me, or mine. But here's the thing. Even if he didn't obviously cling, a subtle attachment was still there. As long as perception existed, as long as feeling existed, even if only a thin vapor, the mind had something to hold on to, namely, their eventual elimination. So, on the 9th attempt, Sariputta goes one step further. He repeats the entire meditative sequence, stripping away each factor until he enters the rarest of conditions, the cessation of perception and feeling. No thoughts, no categories, no pleasure, pain, or neutrality. Not even the ambient hum of experience. Just nothing. Now here's where people get it wrong. The miracle isn't the state itself. The miracle happens after Sariputta emerges from it. Because when the tiniest mental movements return, attention, contact, intention, recognition, Sariputta sees them arise like sparks in the dark, and he sees them fade. And for the first time, the full picture snaps into place. Even the most transcendent meditative state, the one beyond perception and feeling, the one that seems like the finish line, is temporary. It's unsustainable, and it cannot last. And that's when it hits him. Every state he has ever attained, each jhana, formless realms, cessation, every single one was dreamt up by the mind, constructed by conditions, and destined to dissolve. None of them can be the final answer. None of them can serve as enlightenment's resting place. And so the real insight dawns, sharp and clean. The problem was never that he hadn't found the right state. The problem was the chase itself, the subtle, almost invisible tendency to treat each new attainment as a rung on a cosmic ladder, leading to a destination that does not exist. The chase collapses. The illusion of a final meditative achievement collapses with it. And with that collapse, the last trace of I am attaining disappears. Sariputta doesn't awaken inside the deepest state of consciousness. He awakens by watching the deepest state fall apart. He awakens by realizing the futility of grasping at the impermanent, even when the impermanent looks divine. And that's the quiet brilliance of the Aunupada Sutta. Enlightenment isn't the crowning jewel of meditation. It's the moment you stop trying to crown anything at all. Sariputta wakes up not by holding on, but by letting go of the last thing he ever thought he needed, and the last thing he ever thought he was, and the last state he ever thought could save him. And he doesn't look back.